for that reason. No, I'm not going to... So I'm just waiting. I've got about a minute 50 at the moment to so they do the rolling start. I might tone it down to 3 minutes. So we've got about a minute. No, sorry, I do apologise about it. It's just the way it's worked with ACC. Hopefully, there's an issue they can fix. For ACC, I suspect they've had many a ticket about it. It's a bit of a nightmare really for commentary teams. It's especially when you're trying to do something like this, where you've got 4 different races to do. Luckily, it doesn't affect the timings of the evening. I think we're going to. They are just... We might not catch the start of this. I may have mistimed it. Hopefully not. They have just got underway though. So here we are. We are with them at the start, which is a good sign.
Go, go, go.
And it is Beanflicker who leads them away. We'll have to wait for all positions to come through. But the number 69 car leads the way from Hankin, who's in second, RV Motorsport in third. Get rid of that massive map, get out of the way. They come up to the first sector. We should get all the positions. Yeah, RV Motorsport 3rd. Sweet Roger is in 4th. Silver Carter 5th. Mamster 6th. Lucan 7th. Lager in 8th. Kill City 9th. I think Gnarly Pop has either retired or disconnected. Which looks like he gets a 0 score. At the front though, Beanflecker leads from Hankin. RV Motorsport not quite with Hankin yet. It's not too far behind. There's Sweet Roger. Kill City up to 7th. There's Mamster and Silver Carter in the background. They've lost a lot of time in the process. Kill City. And allegedly there's a tap between Kill City and Lager in Brands Hatch. And can we racing each other again? Meanwhile, back at the front, Beanflecker still leading the way here in the Emil Frey Jaguars. Hankin not too... he's only 1.2 behind, but he's got RE Motorsport starting to breathe down his neck. Into the Brimmer, I believe that's the Brimmer chicane. Starting to look quite interested in overtaking the number 57 machine of Hankin. From the back, Kill City has got past Lager right now. Front there, RV Motorsports hounding Hankin with 6 minutes and a half to go. He'll look to the outside. Looks to switch to the inside. Isn't going to happen into the Klein chicane. But if they start to fight heavily here, no, RV Motorsport, too much curb into the barrier. That's going to cost him a bit of damage. Silver Carter in the pits. And he hasn't come into the pits, he has teleported there. And RV Motorsport will now be carrying a little bit of damage as, yeah, there goes Silver Carter. Unfortunately, he will be a non-scorer for this race. Yeah, what sort of damage has RV Motorsport got, and can Sweet Roger capitalise, because that wasn't a small hit that RV had. It's also allowed Hankin to start to catch up to Beanflecker as we approach the halfway point of this race. This is nothing new for Beanflecker in terms of race of winners format. That's sprint style.
Halfway through, keep it up.
There's my engineer from the comms box telling me to keep up the good work here. Cheers, mate. I'm not really doing a lot other than talking over everyone else, but Hankin Now within 0.3 of a second, this is starting to look like a juicy little battle in the Jag. Oh, and Hankins made the same mistake as RV. He hasn't quite made it as bad. But you see that those little sausage curbs. Hankins lost 1.3. Yeah, those sausage curbs, you clip them, the front end lifts up on the car, and yeah, if your front wheels are not touching the ground, you're not got any grip. Roger Silver Carter has had to call it a night. A bit of a shame, but thank you for joining, mate. Hopefully. Good, but Hankin now trying to get back to Beanflicker. He's pulled 2/10 out from Beanflicker's lead. He won't have long. He's got another couple of laps after this, I reckon. And here through the chicane. Long chicane. There's Sweet Roger in 4th. Lucan not too far behind. Kill City. Not having a great night as Kill City, which is surprising for him. But then again, obviously these are different cars they have to drive. They have to get used to the different cars. Hankin though, now just 0.9 away from the leader. Still holding on to that lead. He's got a second over Hankin, who's got 1.4 for RV Motorsport, who is carrying a bit of damage. As they re-enter Klein chicane, this on the penultimate lap. Beanflicker has really gone slow through the field of chicane. He's now got Hankin right up his chuff. We're going to be 1.1 away from Street Rogers, but keep an eye on that gap as well as it develops. But 0.2 of a second is the gap between Beanflicker and Hankin. Hankin looks to dummy it down the inside. Doesn't quite work out for him though. But he stays on the back. And RV Motorsport's lost time. He's now 2.2 away from Hankin. Those split times are to the next car, not to the leader. But we have got a great fight for the win on our hands as they come across the line to start their final lap of the race.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Confirmed by the engineer there. Leader on the final lap. It's the number 69 and number 57 who are battling away for it, but Beanflicker's pulled half a second out of Hankin through that last sector. As they head the last one in the first sector once again. Go through the Klein chicane. 0.265 is the gap. Hankin's going to have to make something work here. Oh, and Hankin's got it wrong once again out of the field of chicane. And it's going to cost him a place to RV Motorsport this time. again, he just catches the inside curb, a little sausage curb, and it makes the front end lift straight to the outside. So it looks like Bean Flicker, all he has to do is get around the final corner, and he is home for a win. It is NXTGEN Bean Flicker who wins race 2 in the Jaguars. RV Motorsports comes home second, Hankin third, Swede Roger is fourth, Huken Nukem fifth, with Kill City not far behind at all. In sixth, NXTGEN Lager seventh. And it will be Mamster in 8th. So in terms of points, RV Motorsport will lead the way with 39, NXTGEN Bean Flicker on 32, Swede Roger and Hankin both have 30 points, with Hukan Lucan on 23, Lager 19, Kill City 18, Mamster 15, Silver Cutter 9, Gnarly Pop unfortunately on 6 after that unfortunate disconnect. Just gonna set up the next server. So the next race will be the Porsche 911 Super Cup. Yep, that's right, the 911 Super Cup car round the Nürburgring GP circuit. Just give it a couple of minutes. Okay, they should be now into their yeah, we got 4 drivers in there, so let's connect into that. There we go, we've got some sound, the lovely Porsche Super Cup cars. Here at the Nürburgring. It could be Lely coming in. Lely who's missed the first couple. So Lely 9 joins. I don't know if Gnarlypot, because Gnarlypot's having issues with the internet. Well, this should be interesting though. We are still broadcasting, which is good. In the Union Jack Cup. Lely's gone. Number 75, who's that going to be? 30 seconds left to practice. As QC decides to muddy the cones. There's Lely, and hopefully that might be Gnarlypot actually. Gnarlypot might be back in. This would be great scenes if he was. Yes, he is back in. That's fantastic news for Gnarlypot. 19 seconds. As everyone just to finish. So Mamster puts a 2:02.5 in. This a 2-minute circuit, so you're going to see possibly just slightly less, probably a 5-lap race compared to the 6 we've been seeing so far. Great sounding cars these are. Not easy to drive by any stretch, but they definitely sound alright.
Green light, show them what you got.
So, qualifying is underway. And the guys need to get out quickly because a 2-minute outlap, they're going to get 2 laps at most to qualify for this race. And we are absolutely on time right now. So it's good news in general. So the row we look to be finished by 10 o'clock at the latest, really. The only time we're going to go over, and was explained to the guys, if there is a tie break required, there will be a 5th race on hand, and it will only be the 2 or 3 drivers who are tied that were racing it. But right now RV Motorsport is in the driving seat for this evening. There's Lager, there's Mamster, RV, Beanflicker just coming through the Warsteiner curve. Yeah, Kill City just getting the chicane a little bit wrong. Well, that's Nani Pop all into the barriers. And he joins. Mamster just crossing down to start his lap. Who's the first person? Not Moonflugger, it's not RV, it's not Hankin. It was only Pop spun it again, this time at the first hairpin. And Lenny 9, I think he's only just come out, so I think it is going to be RV Motorsport winning the number 71 car. Down to the bottom hairpin, up towards the Schumacher S he goes. Now, I must admit, the drivers did not know what tracks they were going to be at tonight. That is the big thing about row, is that you have to be adaptable to every circuit and every car in the game. You could be chucked anything. I mean, next season's row could be even more different, because the only clue the drivers really got was that all the cars and the tracks for this season were going to be base game cars and tracks. Now, you'd think that narrows it down, but there's probably about 10 or 12 tracks and that are on the base game. So there's a lot of practice involved in that, and you don't know which combination you're going to get. I mean, for all they know, they could have had this car in Catalonia instead of here. And as RV Motorsport comes up to the line, I think he's having a lap invalidation. Lucan puts in 202.7. Kills, yeah, 2 minutes, 0.6. He's back. And his Beanflicker puts in a time just under 2 seconds slower than that. Sweet Roger, 3rd. We should get 2 laps, apart from Lally 9. You're only going to get the 1, I believe. Lager goes 5th fastest. Mamster. If Nani Pop goes through, he needs to go through again. So only 5 people have put in a time. Kill City Beanflicker have decided that enough is enough. They've decided that is as far as they want to go for now. And Kill City has left. I'm unsure if you'll actually be able to get back in or not, but the normal alien is for some reason left the session. I don't know if he can get back in whilst the wait time's on. We'll find out. But where's he hooking and looking right now? Only 9, what can he do? He puts it 5th. Which is technically 6th right now if Kill City can get back in. There's Manchester. RV Motorsport puts it on pole position. And Kill City's back in, so that's good news. So Kill City back into the fray. Hankin now puts it on pole position. Great time, a 2:04. Mamps just coming round in his latest attempt. There's Shreed Roger. Mamps goes 4th. Gnarly Pop crosses the line. We've got 2 Ledies, but Gnarly Pop goes 8th quickest. But it is Hankin who will take pole position now. And I'm going to tell you now, the stream will probably end and a new one will start because it's probably going to blue screen me out of the session.